And we are back again here at Global Toronto 2020. I'm Alan Davis in the Small World office with another artist spotlight to close out day 3 at GT20. It's been great so far. All the feedback is very positive, and us at Small World are just delighted at how many people are benefiting and enjoying this. So onward with another great series of artists. We have switched from Montreal to Toronto, back to Montreal now with a terrific high energy Afrobeat groove band called Papagroove, with their high energy Afro-funk fusion with Fela Kuti's influence, Parliament's clever funky beats with James Brown's passion, Bruno Mars, and a bit of Jimi Hendrix thrown in the mix. You've got something that really is captivating. Papagroove has performed at Montreal Jazz Festival, Calgary Folk Music Fest, the Festival d'été in Quebec, Ottawa Jazz Festival, and many others. It's a wild and free sound, and recently the band marked a new era with the recent release of their CD, The Hunt, and giving a heavy social emphasis that's inseparable from their music. We're joined by Mario Allard, Sébastien Francisque, and Guy Kay, and we will be talking to them shortly, but in the meantime, we're going to watch some of their video content to give you a sense of Papagroove. Let's watch that now.
Ready, boys? Let's do this.
How did we get so rude? Why can't we stop now playing the fool? Let's bring it down today and leave our superstitions real far away. We want it, no more the feeling of being caught in a race. We want it, all on the same boat, the conflicts at bay. Oh, I wanna make this place, this vision should be what we all celebrate. Yeah, yeah. Why don't we bring it down, start it new? I'm talking about all of us. Can we bring it down? We know it's true. I'm talking about all of us. Why don't we bring it down? We all know I'm talking about all of us. We're in the vessel hard to navigate. Where we're going? Went a long way, held until the two straight. Walk on the moon's face, love's in cyberspace. All together in this crazy race. Let's talk about it, be frank about it. Everyone just go back, be dreamers, cause we all know it's crazy what we have to do to leave a better trace. Why don't we bring it down, start it new? I'm talking about all of it. Bring it down, we know it's true. I'm talking about all of it. Why don't we bring it down, we all know I'm talking about all of us.
Mama Sue.
We don't need dirty money. We are gonna get off this train. Let's bring it down today and keep those troublemakers real far away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why don't we bring it down, start it new? Can we bring it down? We know it's true. Why don't we bring it down? We all know what to do. me district, touristic. Me and my own logistic. They see the world through science. Me not a man of science. Ballistic man, they don't say no. Holistic plans, sick in their head. Sick in their head. Sick in their head. Sick in their head. Just sick in their head.
And that was Papagroove live at L'Astral in Montreal doing their amazing heavy funk sound. We are joined by three members, as I said, Mario, Sebastien, and Guy. Sebastien, sorry. In your lyrics, you know, you talk about social issues rooted in human nature. I mean, I guess now is a timely time to be thinking in those terms, but it's an interesting sort of dichotomy because on the one hand, your music and the band is very much I don't want to say party band, but it's a feel-good dancing environment, and yet you are also having a socially conscious message. How do you sort of balance those two things?
I think it go well together. I think you can have fun, and sometimes the message, like or the questioning, comes better when you're just having a good time, and it doesn't come in a heavy environment of music that's dark or something. You can have fun and still take conscience of things, and sometimes the way when it's lighter a little bit, so maybe the message, some words sticks in your head, and you think about it without being too heavy and too dark into those thoughts.
Sure. Get people dancing and slide the message in while they're having a good time.
Yeah, and I don't try to be too preachy either. I just try to bring some questions, and if you find some answers into it, that's just for you. I don't pretend to have all the answers, but I try to give some things to think about.
Absolutely. So your most recent release seems to imply that humans are working with their instincts that are from the hunter-gatherer times, and we're having a hard time coping with evolution or something along those lines. Is that sort of a message you're?
Yeah, and it makes echo to all the tribalism that we can see, as a society, and all the people, the group we grew up with, and how we behave with those groups, and how we perceive our group in front of the other ones, and what are our reactions. So I try to go into those things usually.
Absolutely. Again, always a timely message, but especially in these days. Maybe Guy or Mario, talk to us a little bit about the legacy of Afrobeat and what it represents and what it means to you. I mean, it seems that it's really a universal sound. Like it's Afrobeat is represented in all nations these days, it seems.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it's a form of music that is so, like you said, universal, and it's just a nice blend of influences that we managed to sort of even add layers to. And I think, especially live, we have fun using this let's call it a backbeat of the Afrobeat sound, and then adding either political layers or musical layers, and really with the crowd and a lot of festivals we play, we get a nice interplay, and how every night it can really be a different experience or an evolving experience at least. So yeah, love it.
Yeah, and concerning the music, like it gives a huge space for improvisation for the horn players. So we have so much fun to play in this kind of format too. So we have baritone sax, alto sax, trumpet, and trombone. We have in the band actually the last Jazz Juno Awards winner, Jacques Cuba-Séguin, is in the band. So we have a lot of improvisation in the concerts.
Right. That actually segues to another question that I had in mind, because as you're talking about that, one thinks like that's one damn big band.
It sure is.
How do you what's it like to be a band as large and complex as Papagroove? I mean, it's the finances alone are intimidating.
Yeah, and I think there was a festival we were supposed to play up. I'm up in the Laurentians now, about an hour north of Montreal. And there was one festival that looks like it's going to happen with a lot of distancing and all. And I think we just got knocked off the bill because we're just too many people to fit on the whatever stage they'll be putting up there,
And we used to be like 13 members in the band, like back in the day. So we had to reduce in the years. It just came naturally. But you used to be bigger even.
Yeah. 13. I mean, again, we're looking back at those Afrobeat bands, and they had a massive crew. But I mean, it does obviously have logistical issues, even from a presenter's point of view. I mean, one can't help but separate, or can't mix money and music. It's inevitable. So when one is saying, we have a 15-piece band and we require 12 hotel rooms and this many this and this, it's just like a presenter goes, oh my God, what am I going to do with these guys? But at the end of the day, you make it work.
Yeah, but we are 9. It's a 9-piece band.
Okay.
Like sometimes we have the people sign the Astral concerts. We had a lot of guests. We have a lot of special guests too. But the band is a 9-piece band, and actually we toured in the west of Canada last year, in the BC and Alberta. So everything is possible. Yeah, so we toured a lot in the last few years,
and we try to. At some point, try to see if we can make it, smaller and stuff. But I think it's the sound of the band. We need to be, minimum this amount to have this sound that we want to do live. And I think it's important for us to keep it that way. We lose a couple of things here and there of gigs, but I think in the long time, if people get into it and get into the show, they really enjoy to see, because you don't see that often too. So it's kind of an event by itself, So yeah.
I was watching your video for the song "All of Us," and I don't know how long ago that was shot, but you guys are in face masks and hazmat suits, and I'm thinking, wow, these guys are predicting something going on. Wow. That was amazing.
In retrospect, when we see it, there's something there I didn't know, we didn't saw coming actually exactly like this, but
that was very cool.
I think something else, but
obviously, speaking of face masks, and by the way, I just got my branded Small World Music face mask.
Oh wow!
I won't put on because it makes me look even worse. But given the reality of the pandemic, I see you guys are obviously separated in separate studios or rooms, and I mean your touring schedule has fallen off the map. How hard has it been for the band to remain sort of cohesive or functioning in this time?
Well, it's been rough. We had done a few recording sessions just before this all hit, so we've sent a few tracks back and forth and things like that. But it's tough. It's really tough. We have a show coming up, like a sort of marching band style show on Sunday, and that'll be the first time I think we'll be all together since the beginning of all this. Yeah. Mm.
And we're working on new stuff, actually. So we're taking this time to compose some stuff at home, and Seb's working on the lyrics too at home. So
I think we all got to get better through this because Keith learned a new way of playing like steel guitar, as we were saying. Pedal steel.
Pedal steel, yeah.
And then Mario is just playing his flute now, just before the show. So everybody's like getting better into their talent. So I guess it's going to be very interesting when we're going to be all together and finish those songs. So I think it's going to put a layer of more complexity.
Yes. I think there could be some very interesting product coming out from a lot of artists post pandemic, or people who were sealed away creating new music. Maybe there's an upside to all of this, dreadful situation.
Music,
Do you have a sense of when you might have new music released to the public?
Not at the immediate moment. We still have to finish those compositions and stuff, but we have a lot of new compositions, but they're not ready to release though, not yet. But in the year to come, before the end of the year, I think we'll have something interesting to put out.
Yeah, definitely.
By the time people are ready to start dancing and sweating, you'll be ready with new music.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
I mean, I just want to circle back a little bit to the sort of social situation and how that informs your thinking. I mean, I guess Fela Kuti said many years ago that music is the weapon of the future. And what role do you see yourselves or musicians in general in these days, particularly these days of social strife and complication?
Well, I think it's like can we see that the ravery? It brings something. When we're going to play live, I think we'll put people in this mode that they're going to dancing. They're not be maybe listening to the message first, but they're just be expressing themselves physically. We need to do that. We need to be together. The togetherness and with music that's dancing. I think it's going to that's where first the message is going to be. It's going to be the togetherness and the happy to be dancing and stuff. And that's going to be the first purpose. And after that, we're going to have lyrics and stuff that puts people maybe in the second reflection. But I think the first thing is we have to be physical all together. And that's going to be a first step. And I think it's hard now to to have all the things finished, like musically and in the lyrics too, because we want to express this gathering together that we're going to have more than being everybody home and sad and depressed. I think we need this happy move and its togetherness to be more inspired to bring something, that's going to be more in the moment.
Right. So keep it positive and encourage people to be, happy and because again, you have different ways of approaching it. Some people have very obvious social messages. Some are more subtle, but you guys are sort of in the middle, I think. Any other thoughts, Mario, Guy?
Mario.
Well, it will be a good time to unify people. After all this stuff going on, is like all this social stuff going on in United States, a bit in Canada too. We have some diverse opinions in the population, but like the music gonna unify people. So we have to wait to get the people together, like Sebastian.
And even it's just like a unification for a night, that's something that's it's a plus, So it's going to be.
Are you in touch with any of the other bands from other countries who are doing sort of Afrobeat centered music? Do you have any kind of connections to Europe or South America in this sense? Did you ever share stages with them?
I think more in the case of like Jacques Roubaix-Seguin has been touring a lot before in Europe and before the pandemic. So I think he has more contacts over there, and he had like keep links and but he personally know. But so we're large band, so inside of it there's a lot of people playing with a lot of people. So
and. I mean, since there's a Papagroove, does that imply that there's also a Mama Groove? Or is that just too odd?
We played with a band called Papagroove in Alberta, like in 2011, I guess.
Is that right?
Yeah, for real.
Did you have children, little groove children?
I think for sure.
I think this is the last session of today's Global Toronto, so I think we can be a little bit silly, but. I think that when things get back on track, obviously you guys are going to be hot on the heels of touring. Where are you looking? Do you have any sense of the immediate future, like for when we get back on track? Do looking to North America, to Europe? Is it dependent upon the pandemic?
I think we will continue to tour in Canada for sure, but we will like to go in Europe for sure. Like since many years we're talking about it, but like it never happened. But we're working on it.
And what about American? Have you been to the US and on tour?
Not yet. Didn't happen yet, but we're looking forward to it.
And of course, that presents a whole series of its own challenges getting through that border.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah.
For all we know, we keep that border closed for as long as we can because I don't think anybody
I think
Americans coming up here.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. So,
is there anything?
It's true that we're not certain for now about the traveling part, so it's going to be very difficult to answer this question. But we for sure want to go out of Canada and explore other territories with our music. I think.
And with a 9-piece band, again, the logistics are challenging, but you just have to make it work, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. It's workable.
Is there anything else you guys would like to add as we wind down the session?
Well, thanks for the Global Toronto to inviting us. It's really it's a pleasure to be here with you guys, and yeah.
Yeah, we were so happy to come and play actually, because I think the big force of the band is playing live. Actually, this is where you can really see what we have in our guts on stage. I think it's happening. So we would do our best to put out our medium and CDs and videos, but live, it's I think mostly those people say and they have a good experience.
Good. Well, we certainly look forward to having you in Toronto and to getting your physical presence and your energy back here, back on stage, and getting a sweaty audience jumping up and down and sharing your vision and your message.
Can't wait.
I want to thank Sébastien, Guy, and Mario from Papagroove.
Thanks, Alan.
Thanks.
Coming online from Montreal for Global Toronto for our Artist Spotlight. And please do check them out. Papagroove is online for you as well. So we're winding down here now towards the end of the Global Toronto Day 3. It looks like I got the last word today. So I want everyone to stay safe and stay tuned to Global Toronto. And bonsoir tout le monde.
Bonsoir.